Baseball fans, here we are. It is time to get things started. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, baseball fans of all ages and all genders, welcome to Toyota Field at the Watertown Fairgrounds, home of the Watertown Rapids. The visiting team this afternoon and evening, hailing all the way from Glens Falls, the Glens Falls Dragons versus your home team, the Watertown Rapids. And here are the Dragons' starting lineup. Batting first, playing center field, number 36, Nick Massarini. Batting second, in right field, number 29, Justin Govia. Batting third, at second base, number 43, Kyle Wu. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 39, Jack Griffin. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 10, Caden Bernardo. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 16, Christian Knight. Batting seventh, number 28, third baseman, Jack Friend. Then followed by left fielder, number 6, Ryan Hart. Batting ninth, the extra hitter, number 8, Adrian Karen. And in the number 10 spot, shortstop, number 4, Cody Meyer. Today's pitcher for the Glens Falls Dragon is number 38, Jaden Hughes. And now, the starting lineup for your Watertown Rapids. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 12, Jeff Hadson Taylor. Batting second, playing catcher, number 3, Tyler Jacobson. Batting third, first baseman, number 30, Brendan Wilson. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 31, Ryan Kramer. In the number 5 spot, playing third base, number 24, Chaz Krug. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 18, John Hanstairs. Batting seventh, playing center field, number 32, Peyton Shipman. Batting eighth, in right field, number 13, Sam Meyer. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 10, Dominic Morabito. Today's pitcher, starting pitcher for your Watertown Rapids, number 26, Ryan Peters. Your Watertown Rapids are coached by assistant coaches Braden Weir, Riley Moonen, and head coach and manager Matthew Petrossi. And here are the rest of your Watertown Rapids. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone who is able to please rise as we all stand together, united as one free country. Please remove your headgear, place your hand over your heart. Any active duty, veteran, or retired servicemen and servicewomen may salute as desired as we listen to the playing of our national anthem. Today's game is being live streamed on YouTube at the Dan-Dalin, A Positive Influence. Make sure you watch it later, but the place to be is right here at Toyota Field to watch this game live, because nothing beats baseball on a nice summer day. Now, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's play! Oh. All right, and here we are watching Ryan Peters get his warm-ups in. Oh. Where's the music? So the lineup for these Glens Falls Dragons, they come into here Watertown with a record of 2-5. Most recently winning against Albany. Their lineup: Nick Masserani, Justin Guevea, and Kyle Wu leading off. Center field, right field, second base. Nobody's hitting 300 on the Dragons team, so we'll see how they do and how they pull together this game right here. Last time we saw Ryan Peters pitch at home, he almost had a complete game. Right? He went for, what, 7 or 8 innings? Oh, that's right. He did. So essentially, he had a complete game. He had 9 full innings. That's right. Ryan pitched 9 total innings, gave up 3 runs. Then Evan Froelich came in and gave up 3 runs in the top of the 10th, but the Rapids came back with 4 in the bottom of the 10th to take the win. What's that? Yeah, that was against the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs in that game just over a week ago. So what a thriller that game was. Looking forward to some exciting baseball here. The day started off chilly, but right now, I believe game time temperature is about 72 degrees. Mostly blue sky. Just got some clouds around the edges of the horizon. Other than that, we are good to go. It doesn't get better than this, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go down to the field, and here's Ray Peters with his first pitch. That first pitch is in there. Call strike 1. 0-1 on Masserini. He's batting 125. Perhaps he's really fast. That one bounces off the dirt. 1-1 to Nick Masserini. Here's the 1-1 from Peters. You can see the shadows are just creeping up on home plate. Check swing. Not sure if he checked or not. Doesn't matter. We call that a strike here in Watertown. Caught the outside edge. That was more on the plate than the first pitch that Nick saw. So here's the 1-2 pitch to Masserini. And it's called strike 3. So first batter down on 4 pitches. And it is 1 out here in Watertown. That brings up Justin Govea. First pitch at Justin calls strike 1. Justin comes to us leading the team, I think, with a 277 batting average. That pitch is a ball. Must have been just a bit outside. He was waiting for the crowd to get in it. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Gouveia. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swung on, and that is sent out of play. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Do we know who the umpires are? Here's the 1-2. Holds up 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Justin Gouveia. Got 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Peters sets. Deals a fastball. That one's fouled off. Do the 2-2 again. My son told me before we left, he said, "Don't get hit with the ball, John," referring to John Sterling when he got hit. That one's high, 3-2. Guess if you go by John Sterling, though, I've got about 4,000 games to go before I get hit with my first ball. Payoff pitch is in there. Call strike 3. And it's another down looking for Ray Peters. Ryan Peters, I mean. Ray Peters is an awesome hockey player that plays up north. Youth hockey. Big Rig, we call him. Shout out to Ray Peters. Now here's Kyle Wu that's stepping in. Second baseman batting .266. Right-handed batter. First pitch to him. Called strike 1. The shadow is now completely over home plate. It's amazing how fast that sun moves. That one is fouled down the first base line. Nobody's going to get to it. No balls and 2 strikes. Which is funny. Wilson can move. We see him move on the bases. I guess he forgot he's first base. Doesn't want to break a sweat yet. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Wu. Ryan gets set. There's the pitch. Took something off. Ground ball to third. Fire over to first is in time for out number 3. So the Glens Falls Dragons go down 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. Nice uneventful inning. Great job by Ryan Peters, commanding presence out on the mound again. Coming up in the bottom half of the first inning for the Rapids, it's Jeff Hedson-Taylor, Tyler Jacobson, Brendan Wilson, and Ryan Kramer if we see one of them get on base. I'll be back. right, warm-ups are done. Stepping into the batter's box, number 12, shortstop Jeff Hadson-Taylor. First pitch misses, ball 1. Right? 0-1 misses low, 2-0. I said 0-1, I meant 1-0. 2-0 now. There's a 2-0 pitch to Jeff. Low, ball 3. 3 straight balls from Jaden Hughes. Real pitch is high. It's a 4-pitch walk to start off the Rapids here in the bottom of the first inning. The Rowdy group isn't here yet. They normally show up a little bit later, but they would already be calling for ball 5. There's a pitch. Tyler Jacobson steps in. Lets that first one go by for a strike, as would anybody that's ever played baseball. 0-1 to Tyler T.J. Jacobson. Throw over to first. Bounces. Hope we don't have another night of one of these. Here's the 0-1 to Jacobson. High. Ball 1. 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Jacobson. High, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on first for Tyler Jacobson. Throw over to first. Keeps Jeff Hadson-Taylor close. So 2-1 comes home, and that is in there. Called strike 2. Sure wish the umpire was a little quicker in his decision-making process. Wonder what he's doing for dinner later. It's a 2-2. Jeff Hadson-Taylor jumps off of first trying to distract, and at the plate, Tyler Jacobson swings and misses for the first out. So with 1 out, that brings up first baseman Brendan Wilson. Wilson's batting an even .300. Here's the first pitch to Brendan. Throw over to first. Back in time. Maybe this time we'll have the first pitch to Brendan. And we do. Swung on, and that is popped up third base side. Third baseman going back, calling for it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. So Brendan didn't waste any time to see a pitch. Swung at the very first one, popped out to third. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Ryan Kramer. Ryan's batting .218 so far on this season. First pitch in there, call strike 1 on Kramer. Here's the 0-1 on Ryan. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. I think that shadow's really coming into play. There's the pitch swung on, sent out to center field. Jeff Hadson-Taylor was off on the crack of the bat, but that is hauled in center field by Nick Masserani. Well, they strand a base runner after 1 inning of play. We are still tied at 0 coming up in the top of the 2nd inning for the Glens Falls Dragons. You got Jack Griffin, Caden Bernardo, and Christian Knight coming to bat. All right, there is no score. Here's Jack Griffith. Pulls up on that one, calls strike one. No balls and one strike on Jack. Peters sends this one home and just misses ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Jack Griffin's a first baseman. He's batting .214. That pitch is in there. Call strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strike on Griffin. I bet you these batters are really looking forward to that shadow making it to the pitcher's mound. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. That one is popped up, and that's going to go out of play. Stays at 1-2 here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ryan Peters gets set and deals. And that is in there. Call strike 3. That brings up Caden Bernardo. First pitch in there, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Caden. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Caden's a designated hitter, batting .090. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Caden Bernardo. Holds up and called strike 3. Another down looking for Ryan Peters. That brings up number 16, the catcher, Christian Knight. Christian's batting a picket fence, 111. Pops that one back, 0-1. Peters has got 4 strikeouts so far, and we're only in the 2nd inning, and they're all gone down looking. 0-1 pitch is in there, called strike 2. Especially if he tosses that splitter right now. Here's the 0-2. High, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Christian Knight. Pitch from Peters takes a lot off of that one. Stays out of the zone, though. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I think Peters was hoping that Christian would chase after it since it looked like he had a solid minute to make up his mind to swing or not. After seeing some high heat, seeing a high changeup can be deceptive. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and sent into right field, and there goes the no-no bid as Christian has himself a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Tried to mix in a changeup, went back to the fastball, and brings up third baseman Jack Friend. He's batting .083. That pitch high, ball 1. That is the first non-strike first pitch for Ryan Peters this game. High, ball 2. So just think, the first strikeout, which was the first batter of the game, could be sponsored by you and your business. Just contact either myself at thedan-dalin@gmail.com. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Or get in touch with the general manager, Charlie Penz, and we'll figure out something appropriate for you to sponsor. Here's the 2-1 to Jack Friend. Wow, 3-1. I was waiting for the strike call because I sure thought it was. 3 balls and 1 strike from Peters. Rips one in there. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. So it's a full count now on Jack Friend. Here's the payoff pitch from Peters. Knight will be off on the pitch. There goes Christian. And it is called strike 3. So that's the 5th down looking so far this game. After 1.5, it's still 0-0 coming up in the bottom of the 2nd for the Rapids. Chaz Crook, John Panstairs, and Peyton Shipman all due up. right, warm-ups are done. Here's Chaz Crook in the batter's box. First pitch launched out into left field. Left fielder drifting back and back some more. About 3 steps shy of the warning track. Makes the grab for out number 1. Sorry about that. I think I missed the actual catch. I'm working the camera and doing play-by-play, so. So with 1 out, that brings up John Panstairs. Panstairs batting an even 100 as he's playing second base today. Joe's bunt, holes off, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 on Panstairs. Another bunt look, goes down at third base line. It's a beauty. Throw to first. Not in time. Safe at first base. John Panstairs, when you're batting 100, you'll do anything to get on base, and he did just that. You got to mix it up. Something like that can really turn your streak around. It wouldn't surprise me. Panstairs comes back with 2 more hits this game. Next up is Peyton Shipman. Peyton, we found out, is from Suffolk, Virginia. I wasn't sure about that last game. Suffolk, Virginia, going to school at the University of Delaware. Here he is playing center field for us tonight. First pitch to Peyton, calls strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Shipman. Swung on, and that is sent out into center field. We got back-to-back singles here, and the Rapids have got something going on in the bottom of the second inning. With 2 on and 1 out, that brings up Sam Meyer, the right fielder. He's batting 157. So Jaden Hughes is getting himself into some trouble. I think more shadow in front of home plate makes it easier to catch that ball. First pitch swinging, strike 1 on Sam Meyer. Here's the 0-1 to Sam. Shows bunt, pulls back as that pitch is high. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 from Jaden Hughes. Low, ball 2. Oh, no! The field umpire says he went around on that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the catcher goes out to have a conversation with Jaden Hughes. This consultation on the mound could be sponsored by you and your business. Just contact me at thedan-dalin@gmail.com or give Charlie Penz a call or email. He's the general manager of the Rapids, and we'll figure out the best way to get you involved in this game. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Sam Meyer. Swung on, ground ball, deep in the shortstop hole, throw to second for 1, nothing at first. So Sam Meyer hits into a fielder's choice. And with 2 outs, we got runners at the corners for Dominic Morabito. Morabito in the number 9 spot, playing left field. He's batting 157. A single scores a run and takes the lead for the Rapids. Let's see what Dominic's got up his sleeve. First pitch to Dominic. Low, slow one, strike 1. Look like a slow bendy. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, and that is sent into center field. And John Panstairs going to score with ease. Coming around second into third is Sam Meyer, and he is rung up at third. Well, Morabito gets the RBI single as Panstairs scores. Sam Meyer is thrown out 8-5 for out number 3. After 2 innings of play, it's a 1-0 Rapids lead. Coming up in the top of the 3rd inning for the Glens Falls Dragons, it's their 8, 9, 10 batters, Ryan Hart, Adrian Karen, and Cody Meyer coming up. All right, here we are, ready to go. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 on Ryan Hart. He's the left fielder. Ryan doesn't have a hit yet this season. And that's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Peters gets set. And Peters deals, swing and a miss, strike 3. I don't think it was on purpose. I think that delay just occurred. That's the first swinging strikeout for Peters. There's a swing and a miss for Adrian Karen. Karen's the extra hitter. He's batting .250. Here's the 0-1 to Adrian. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's 1-1 from Ryan. Swung on, ground ball to first base, picked up by Wilson. He's going to take it himself for out number 2. That brings up the number 10 hitter and shortstop, number 4, Cody Meyer. Cody's batting .230 on this season. Here's the first pitch to Cody from Ryan. Swung on and fouled back, strike 1. Rapids lead 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Meyer. Swung on, sent out into right field, hustling over after it. Sam Meyer not going to be able to get to it, picks this up off a couple of bounces and skips the cutoff man and goes right to second. So it's a long single for Cody Meyer, and with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning, Glens Falls brings up the leadoff hitter, Nick Massarini. Massarini went down looking his first plate appearance. First pitch to Nick. High heater, misses, ball one. Peters looks over at first. Winks at Cody Meyer. Brings the pitch home, and that's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Nick Massarini. Runners going, pitches high, throwback at first, and he's got him at first base. Cody Meyer, 2-3 for out number 3. Nick Massarini will get a few more pitches next inning. There's the Selly. Nice play. Coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it's the top of the lineup. Jeff Hadson-Taylor, Tyler Jacobson, and Brendan Wilson all due up. New pitcher on the mound for Glens Falls Dragons, number 26, Riley Orr. He's from Queensbury, New York. If you're wondering where that is, it's right next to Glens Falls. Stepping into the box for the Rapids, leadoff hitter number 12, Jeff Hadson-Taylor. First pitch to Jeff is a ball, and that's how his last at-bat started. Pitch miss. Oh, yeah, misses. Two. Two balls. I couldn't tell what the umpire was doing. Here's the pitch to Jeff. Swung on. Chopper third base line. Foul. Strike one. So Jaden Hughes out after 2 innings. He had 2 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 3 hits, 1 earned run. He can lose it, but he cannot win it. So here's the 2-1 strike pitch to Jeff Hadson Taylor. Swung on, tipped back into the glove, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 to Jeff. Riley gets his sign, set on the plate, deals. And that one is fouled back and out of play and hits the roof of the merchandise shed. That's right. Feel free. If you were here at the ball game, you could buy all the T-shirts you want. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jeff Hadson Taylor. Pitch is high and outside, 3-2. So you got to imagine Riley Orr wants to pitch a strike here. He doesn't want to walk his first batter he faces in relief. Here's the payoff. And that is popped up out of play, first base side. Lands back behind those third base bleacher seats. I mean, first base bleacher seats. I'm at third base. Riley Orr shaking off 2 pitches called by the catcher. That means here comes the heater. Let's see what Jeff Hadson Taylor does with it. And he hits a ground ball to third, fielded there at third, throw over to first in time for out number 1. So he battled and he was able to put some good wood on it. But at the end, Jeff Hadson Taylor is thrown out at first. That brings up Tyler Jacobson. TJ struck out his first plate appearance, went down swinging, trying to murder the ball. First pitch swung on, and that goes foul. Look at that. Great fielding job by head coach Matt Petrosi. 0-1 now on Tyler. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, and that is launched out. That's going to split the outfielders. That's going to make its way all the way to the wall. Picked up out in left field. Tyler Jacobson comes into second base with a stand-up double. Tyler Jacobson, he absolutely placed that one in a great spot in the outfield. Between the outfielders, just far enough away to be able to make its way all the way to the wall. Ryan Hart had to hustle out to get it. So it's a stand-up double. Here's Brendan Wilson with a runner in scoring position. Brendan popped out to third his last at-bat. If he does that now, it won't do us any good. First pitch is in there. Call, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Brendan Wilson. Here's the 0-1 from Riley Orr. Now that is tipped at the plate, 0-2 now. Because of the foul ball, TJ not able to leave second. So no balls and 2 strikes on Brendan. Lee gets settled in on the mound. He deals. And that one bounces on the plate. It's a ball. Gets a little bit away, and TJ's going to get all the way to third. So stolen base, or? All right. Stolen base for Tyler Jacobson. Here's the 1-2 to Brendan. Swung on, and that is going to drop in front of the third baseman. That's going to score a run. It's an RBI single for Brendan Wilson. And the Rapids take a 2-0 lead here in the third inning. So with a run in and 1 on, with 1 out, here comes Ryan Kramer. Ryan sent one out into center field, his first plate appearance. Let's see what he's been able to figure out. Now the shadows is covering about 2/3 of the distance between home and the pitcher. That one is fouled off first base side. Strike 1. A little bit more room to pick up that ball before it's right up on you. Riley Orr gets his foot in there. Gets his sign from Christian Knight behind the plate. There's a pitch, and that one misses. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. I know he points. The home plate umpire points with his hand with the clicker, and you think he's making a strike sign, but it's a ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Kramer at the plate. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch home is high, 3-1. So after a first pitch strike, Riley Orr is trying to keep this ball away from Ryan Kramer. I mean, he did foul off that first one. Take a look at Wilson over on first as Orr gets set. That ball is hit. It is high. It is far. It's a 2-run home run for Ryan Kramer. Touch 'em all. What a hit by Ryan Kramer. Absolutely tattooed that over the left field wall. And that'll bring up Chaz Crook with 1 out. He swings at the first one. That chops foul down the third base side. No balls and 1 strike on Chaz Crook. 0-1 to Chaz, and he sends his what a long strike that was. An absolute bullet, a rocket down the third base line. It just kept tailing away. Could have hit a lacrosse player. No balls and 2 strikes on Chaz Crook. Let's see what Riley Orr has to do now. He throws it absolutely away. He tried to hit my camera behind home plate. Missed it, though. Camera is safe. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Chaz Crook. The catcher didn't even try to catch that one. There's a pitch to Chaz. He sends this one. That's going to get by the outfield. They're going to race after that. It bounces off the wall. Picked up by the left fielder. He throws it in, and it's a stand-up double for Chaz Crook. That brings up John Panstairs. Nope. That brings out the Glens Falls coach, and we're going to have a big meeting on the mound. Remember, this meeting could be sponsored by you or the opposing pitcher's in trouble. This troubling situation could be sponsored by you. Perhaps if you're in trouble and you need an attorney for something, you're that attorney. Or maybe it's insurance. Or maybe it's a study center or a tutor that wants to tutor kids. They're all high-fiving him. They're saying, it's all right, Riley. Did you see how far that ball went? It went far. So, Orr staying in there. John Panstairs is probably got a little smirk on his face. Here's the first pitch to Panstairs. That's in there for a strike. Oh, too bad Coach can't come out and talk to Riley after every pitch. Here's the 0-1 to Panstairs. Runner on second, 1 out, 3 runs in. Orr deals, and that one bounces off the back of the plate. Nice block by Knight behind the dish. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Panstairs. That's in there for call. Strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Riley Orr getting his signs. Checks the runner at second. Brings it home to Panstairs. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So with 2 outs, that brings up Peyton Shipman to the plate. Peyton hit a single his last at-bat, just last inning. Was thrown out at second on the fielder's choice off of Sam Meyer's bat. Here he is with first base open, a runner on second, and 2 outs, 3 runs in. Riley Orr gets set, and he deals home to Shipman. That's called strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Shipman, the center fielder. There's the pitch. That's low and outside. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Riley was fierce after that meeting on the mound. And now it's tailing away just a little bit. Let's see if he regains control or if Shipman can control one of these pitches. Here's the 1-1 from Riley Orr. Swung on, ground ball. Is that going to get through? It does. That gets through. That's going to allow Chaz Crook to round third and come into second as that ball gets bobbled out in the outfield. It's an RBI single for Peyton Shipman. So with 2 outs and 4 runs in, that'll bring up Sam Meyer. Remember, Sam hit into that fielder's choice. He reached on that fielder's choice, and then he was thrown out trying to go from first to third. Here's the first pitch. That one misses, ball 1. 1-0 to Meyer. Well, it's his turn now. I just pointed out that everyone except for Sam here has a hit for the Rapids, and it's 2-0 to him right now. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Sam Meyer. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Sam Meyer. Oh, Jeff Hadson tail leadoff. He doesn't have a hit, but he did walk in the first inning. Everybody's been on base. Yep, reached on a fielder's choice. It's the 1-2 swung on. That is popped straight up. Catcher's looking for it. First baseman coming over. Who's going to get it? Nobody's going to get it. Have a seat. Let's do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes now for Sam Meyer. Tough to do. It's so hard to catch that ball from the catcher position. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Sam Meyer. Runner goes. There's a pitch. It's a ball, and he is out at second. Peyton Shipman thrown out at second, trying to steal second base there. 2-6 goes that put out for out number 3. Sam Meyer will get a whole new count to try again next inning. But 4 runs in the bottom of the third for the Rapids, and after 3 innings, they lead by a score of 5-0. We'll be back with the top of the lineup for the Glens Falls Dragons in just a minute. All right, warm-ups are done. Ryan Peters is ready. Nick Massarini as ready as he'll ever be as he steps in for his second at-bat against Ryan. He went down looking his first plate appearance. First pitch from Peters, low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Nick. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 from Peters. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike for Nick Massarini. Nick came into the game batting 125. He's not there anymore. There's a big swing and a miss, strike 2. You hear the sound of that as it hit the glove of Tyler Jacobson? Two balls, 2 strikes, and no outs on Nick Massarini. Here's Peters. Just a strike right down the middle. Strike 3. That's the second time that Nick Massarini has gone down looking. Looks like there's some activity happening down in the Glens Falls bullpen. Couldn't even begin to tell you who's warming up. Or could I? Is that 33? Yeah, no, it looks like 33. That first pitch misses, ball 1. 1-0, that is fouled off. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Justin Goria. There is strike 2. Govea hits this one out to center field. A nice grab by Shipman out there for out number 2. So with 2 outs, that brings up Kyle Wu. Wu grounded out to third, his first plate appearance. Let's see how Ryan starts him off this at-bat. High, strike 1. Fastball up in the zone. Late movement, right? I'd say it's a 4-seamer. There's one. Strike 2. I think 2-seamer down low. No balls and 2 strikes. Peters swings, sends one in. That is fouled off by Kyle Wu. Looks like he took a little off on that one. Here's the 0-2 again to Kyle. There he swings and pops it up. Peters calls for it and takes it himself for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Dragons in this top of the 4th inning. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th, we get to see Sam Meyer again at the plate. Then Dominic Morabito and Jeff Hadson-Taylor. See if Meyer and Hadson-Taylor can get their first hits. Here's Sam Meyer stepping into the batter's box again. He was at bat when Shipman got thrown out at second. So it gets reset to zeros for Meyer. New pitcher, though, he's facing. First pitch low and a ball. New pitcher for the Glens Falls Dragons, number 35, Trevor Corlew. And pitch misses, ball 2. Corlew looking in, so he's got the sun in his face and the shadow on his legs. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Sam Meyer. Here's the 2-1 to Sam. Ball, strike 2. Looked a touch outside to me. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Sam Meyer. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Corlew. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Sam Meyer's going to have to wait till his next at-bat to try to get his first hit of the game. That brings up Dominic Morabito. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Right-hander gets himself in the batter's box. It's Trevor gets set on the mound. First pitch low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming up for Dominic Morabito. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's only the second batter, but Trevor doesn't seem to consistently be able to put the ball where he wants it. Here's the 1-1 to Morabito. That just missed. Ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike for Morabito. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Corlew. Fouled off, strike 2. We saw that one from that home plate view. I was afraid for a second it was going to hit the camera. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Morabito. Trevor Corlew gets set on the mound. Kicks that leg up and deals. Low and outside. And no go. First base umpire says 3-2. And that's the first correct call the field ump's got. So it's 3-2 now. Here's the payoff pitch to Morabito. That's low, ball 4. And Dominic Morabito works himself a walk. So that'll bring off the leadoff hitter, Jeff Hadson Taylor. Jeff is one of 2 Rapids that don't have a hit. Now, he does have a walk, though, so he's 0-1. Here's the pitch home. Low, ball 1. All right, Morabito's pretty quick out there, right? I mean, you can see him. He's inching. You could tell by the way he stands out there. He knows how to steal a base. And there he goes. Pitches outside, throw down to second, is offline, safe at second base, Morabito, and it's 2-0 to Jeff Hadson-Taylor. So Morabito doing what he's supposed to do, everything he can to get in a scoring position. So now with the runner on second and 1 out, 2 balls and no strikes, let's turn our attention back to the home plate and see Jeff Hadson-Taylor lace his first hit of the game. There's the 2-0. Low 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. Trevor Corlew certainly has himself rattled out there. Here's the 3-0 to Hadson-Taylor. This bat better stay on his shoulder, and it does, and it gets away from the catcher. They must have had their signs crossed up. Dominic Morabito takes third. So Jeff Hadson-Taylor still hitless in this game, but he's got 2 walks. Let's see if he can get past first base. Next up is Tyler Jacobson. Tyler has a double, a stolen base, and a run scored. To his credit, so far today, he's 1 for 2. He also struck out swinging, but we don't need to bring that up right now. Here's the pitch. High. Oh, no. Call, strike 1. And on the pitch, Jeff Hadson-Taylor stole second base. 0-1 on Tyler Jacobson. Swung on. This is sent out in the right field. Right fielder coming in, makes the catch. Tagging up from third and faking is Morabito. 2 outs now as Tyler Jacobson gave it a ride, but it was a hard line drive right to the right fielder. Did not go deep enough to score the run. So with 2 outs and runners at second and third, here's Brendan Wilson. Wilson's 1 for 2 with a single and a pop out to third. Here's the first pitch to Brendan Wilson. That one misses, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Wilson. And that one is in there. Call, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Wilson. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brendan Wilson. He is known to hit a home run here. That one in there. Call, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brendan. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not a strike. But you do get 3 chances at strikes, so you don't have to swing at all of them. Unless you have 2 strikes on you, then you better. Pitch to Wilson. That's in there. Call, strike 3. So Wilson goes down looking. And what did I just do? Let me fix all that. So after 4 innings, the Rapids still lead by a score of 5-1. I mean 0. 5-0. Oh boy. I better drink some water. We'll be back. here is the first baseman, number 39, Jack Griffin, to bat for the Glens Falls Dragons. He's 0 for 1, went down looking back in the second inning. Here's the first pitch from Peters to Griffin. Strike one. See what I did there? Peters to Griffin. If I could do voices. Here's the 0-1 low, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Griffin. Misses low, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Ryan. High, 3-1. So the shadows have shifted. So the pitchers. Oh, it's a walk. Leadoff walk for the fifth inning. That brings up number 10, the designated hitter, Caden Bernardo. Or something like that. So Bernardo went down looking in his first plate appearance as well. So as I was saying, the sun is back on the pitcher and the shade is back on the home plate. And that pitch up and in, ball one. Here's the 1-0 to Bernardo. Swung on, pumped out into right field, and he's not going to get to that one. This ball gets thrown into the infield, hits the cutoff, and it's runners at first and third now with no outs for the Glens Falls Dragons. You can't fault Meyer for that. I mean, he's playing back where he needs to be playing. See him out there in right field. Just that ball came in short and close to the line. Can't be everywhere. So runners at the corners now for the catcher, Christian Knight. He's 1 for 1 with a single. First pitch in there. The heater, strike one. Here's the 0-1 tonight. Swing and a miss, strike two. So runners at the corners. 0-2 on Christian Knight. Ryan Peters gets set and deals. And it's missed, ball one. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike pitch. Peters checks over at first to Bernardo. And strike three. Down goes Knight for out number one. So that brings up Jack Friend. He went down looking his first plate appearance. Here he is with one out, runners at the corners. Makes a bunt. And it hit his hand. Oops. So that's foul balls, what we call it. Strike one. Shows bunt again, pulls it back. 1-ball, 1-strike. Here's another bunt. Pulls this one back. Called. Strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The bunt call will be off for Jack Friend. There's a pitch, and that one is just a bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 from Peters. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So has us with 2 outs with 2 on. Runners at the corners for Ryan Hart. Hart went down swinging in his only other plate appearance. Let's see if Peters can control him again. Here's a first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And that one went extra fast out of Ryan's hand. No balls, 1 strike. Peters swing and a miss, strike 2 on Ryan Hart. No balls and 2 strikes on Ryan Hart. And it's strike 3. 3 strikeouts in a row for Ryan Peters. And there is the celly as they come off the field. Well earned. He got himself into a bit of a jam, and then he got himself right back out of it. After 4.5, the Rapids lead 5-0. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's the 4-5-6 batters, Kramer, Crook, and Panstairs. Let's see if Kramer has another dinger in him for us here. Warm-ups are over. Ryan Kramer steps into the batter's box. Trevor Corlew returns to the mound for the Dragons. First pitch from Trevor. Low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Corlew to Kramer. Kramer sends this one out towards center field. Center fielder turns around. He goes back about 7 or 8 steps, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Well, he tried to give it a ride. Just didn't get enough underneath it or behind it. Didn't get enough behind it. So he flies out to center field for out number 1. That brings up Chaz Crook. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. First pitch to Chaz. In there for a strike. 0-1 on Crook. Oh, 1 is misses. 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Chaz Crook. Trevor Corlew looking in for his side. He deals. Crook pops this one up, and that's going to go out of play. Strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes on Chaz Crook. Swung on, fouled off at the plate. Goes in the fair territory. Easy throw to first. Whoa, he almost threw that one a little too hard. Out number 2. 2-3 goes that put out for the second out of the inning. That brings up John Panstairs. He's 1 for 2 with a single, a strikeout, and a run scored. First pitch to Panstairs. In there, call strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Corlew. And this one is sent into right field. Right fielder does a little dance, doesn't really have to move, makes the grab for out number 3. After 5 innings of play, the Rapids still lead 5-0. Coming up in the top of the 6th inning for the Glens Falls Dragons, it's their 9, 10, and 1 batters, Adrian Caron, Cody Meyer, and Nick Massarini, all due up in the 6th. All right, top of the 6th inning. Here's Adrian Caron for the Dragons. He hits his ground ball to third, fielded there. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out. That brings up Cody Meyer. Cody is 1 for 1 with a single. And then he was caught stealing. First pitch swung on, ground ball to third, throw over to first. Oh, he throws it away, goes off the facade, and that is gone. So Meyer gets second base awarded to him. E5. So Cody Meyer reaches on an E5 and is in scoring position for the leadoff hitter, Nick Massarini. Nick has gone down looking in both of his plate appearances. Let's see if Ryan Peters can keep him guessing here. Ryan Peters wanted to take a walk, so he pretended to throw the ball to second. That allows him to gander around the block there. Now he's back on the pitcher's mound, ready to go. Peters checks back the runner, delivers home high, ball one. 1-0 on Nick Massarini. Here's the 1-0 from Peters. Swung on, and that is fouled off first base side. Strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Massarini. Peters checks the runner back at second. Now he deals home. Goes by. Oh, it hit off his bat. It hit his bat. Strike two. Great aim by Ryan Peters going for the knob of the bat like that. You don't see that one very often at this level of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's why I think he aimed at it. Peters has got good control. Swung on, ground ball. That's going to get through. Myers not being waved home. They're going to hold him up because that ball got brought in quickly. So it's a single for Nick Massarini. We got runners at the corners now with 1 out for the Glens Falls Dragons. That brings up Justin Govea. He's 0 for 2, went down looking and popped out to center field. Here's the first pitch to Govea. Swung on, and that is popped back way out of play. Strike one. That one is ripped into center field. Oh, it goes with the center fielder. That'll score a run. The rare E8. Runners at first and second. Wow, I have not seen a play like that. Especially Shipman is normally pretty surefire out there. So with a run in, 1 out, runners at first and second now. Here's Kyle Wu, the second baseman. Kyle Wu is from Mercer Island, Washington. That's the state of Washington. He's a long ways from home. Pitch is high, ball one. It's the 1-0 from Peters. Swung on. That is popped up first base side. Wilson gives it a look. It goes out of play, though. 1-1 now on Wu. Yeah, then he powered back. Yeah, his last home start. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Wu. High, ball two. Throw back at first. This guy's wondering, is it his call? He still hasn't said anything. He was safe, but I would like to see some movement from the field umpire. 2 balls and 1 strike. High, does he go? Yes, he did. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Wu. Huh? Here's the 2-2 pitch to Wu. Swung on, ground ball, and that gets by third. That's going to score a run. Here's the throw home, gets cut off. And it is an RBI single by Kyle Wu. Runners at first and second still. And that's the first RBI of the game for the Dragons. Coach Petrosi out there having a conversation with the pitching battery. This consultation on the mound could be sponsored by you, or could be sponsored by your best friend and her business. Just let them know. Give us a call. Send an email, thedan.dalin@gmail.com, or send an email to Charlie Penns. He's the general manager for these Watertown Rapids. I believe he sales at watertown-rapids.com. That first pitch to Griffin is fouled off first base side, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Griffin. That is call, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Jack Griffin. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Jack. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Low, ball 1. So with that second run coming in, that takes Jaden Hughes off the hook for the loss. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jack Griffin. Here's the 2-2 from Peters. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So with 2 outs, that brings up Caden Bernardo. Runners at first and second. That is the 11th strikeout of the night for Ryan Peters. So he may be struggling here and there, but he's still putting it together when he needs to. First pitch there is high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Caden Bernardo. Peters checks the runner at second, deals home. That's in there. Calls strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bernardo. I think he missed inside on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bernardo. Ryan Peters, quick look at the runners. He just wants to strike out the batter. And that one was outside, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Peters. Yeah. Strikes up. Strike 3. Another strikeouts for Ryan Peters. 12 strikeouts on the night. And he gives up 2 runs in the top half of the 6th inning. After 5.5, the Rapids still lead 5-2. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning, it's the 7, 8, 9 batters, Peyton Shipman, Sam Meyer, and Dominic Morabito. All right, new pitcher on the mound, George Creighton for the Dragons. First pitch to Shipman misses, ball 1. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Shipman. Here's the 1-1 pitch from George Creighton. A high bender crosses across for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shipman swings at what was going to be a ball. That gets fouled off. Rattles my home plate camera there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch for Peyton Shipman. Misses, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shipman thought it was a strike. He was ready to go sit down. The umpire's like, no, I was wrong again. That was a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm not the only one having a hard time following the umpire. That one's a ball. 3-2. Shipman's 2 for 2 so far with 2 singles. Here's the payoff pitch from Creighton. High ball 4. And Shipman comes back from the dead on that one, works himself a walk. Now with the runner on first, that brings up Sam Meyer. So Sam Meyer is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Reached on a fielder's choice, though. He's looking for his first hit of the day. Shows bunt, pulls back, calls strike 1. It looks like my home plate camera got moved on that last ball that went back to the netting. Here's the 0-1. Throw over to first, not in time. Creighton looks in for his sign. He deals, and that one misses. Ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Shipman. Ball, strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes on Peyton. That one, does not go. Field umpire says no. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The bottom dropped out on that one. Here's the 2-2, and that's in there. Call, strike 3. So Shipman goes down looking for out number 1 of the 6th inning. Shipman walked. Meyer goes down looking. Dominic Morabito coming up to bat. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. He also has a stolen base to his credit. There's a pitch. Runner goes. It's a ball and no throw. That ball got stuck in the mid of the catcher. 1-0 and a stolen base for Peyton Shipman. Here's the 1-0 to Morabito. That's in the dirt. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Morabito. That one is hit into center field. Rounding second, coming home is Shipman. No, he stops halfway and goes back. That ball is stopped, blocked at the plate by Knight. Morabito with a single. Moves Shipman over to third. We got runners at the corners now. For the top of the lineup, Jeff Hedson Taylor, who's still looking for his first hit of the game as well. Jeff Hedson Taylor goes to the University of Maine, originally from Cheltenham, Pennsylvania. And I have no idea where Cheltenham is, except that it's in Pennsylvania. But he's loving life out at the University of Maine, I bet. I mean, from probably one wooded area to another wooded area. This conversation on the mound could be sponsored by you. Send an email to me, thedandalin@gmail.com, or shoot an email over to Charlie Penns at the Watertown Wolves. He is the general manager, and either he or I can connect you for a sponsorship of this game. There's nothing like sponsoring a baseball game, especially one that's on YouTube, because it's not just the once it's played live, it's every single time it comes back. You're sponsoring over and over and over again. These games will be rewatched hundreds of times into the future. So the meeting's over. Took long enough. That brings us to Jeff Hedson Taylor. Runners at the corners. 1 out for Jeff. Runner goes to second. No throw. Morabito takes second base. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at second and third now for Jeff Hedson Taylor. 1-0 swung on and fouled back and out of play. Those 2 kids going to go after it. Strike 1. That kid's going to get it. One ball, one strike to Jeff Hadson Taylor. Pitch home. Swung on. Ground ball goes to short. Throw over to first is in time. That'll score a run. So Jeff Hadson Taylor gets the RBI. And the Rapids take a 6-2 lead. Here with 2 outs now. In steps Tyler Jacobson. So Jeff Hadson Taylor, still without a hit, but he's got an RBI. Here's the pitch. Throw over to third. Oh, come on. He missed it. It was a late tag. Can't see it from over there, though. Maybe he can appeal to the home plate umpire. Ask for a conversation. It was a late tag. I thought it was a late tag. It looked close to me. Unfortunately, I do not have the ability yet to play a replay live. It is coming, I promise. I will continue to work on it. So that one's going to go down as an out, though. And after 6 innings of play, the Watertown Rapids lead 6-2. And we'll be back with the top of the 7th. All right, leading off the 7th inning for the Dragons, Christian Knight. He's finishing up his freshman year. Ground ball to second, and he'll be thrown out at first. 1 pitch, 1 out for Peters. That brings up Jack Friend. I'll try to be a little quicker. Jack Friend, originally from East Setauket, New York. He's finishing up his freshman year at the University of Maine. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and that first pitch to him is a strike. He's gone down looking. He's gone down swinging. Let's see what happens this time. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Jack Friend. Bounces on the plate. He holds up 1-1. One ball, one strike to Jack Friend. Ryan Peters settles at the mound and deals. Oh, look at the speed on that one. Went so fast, Jack Friend had to bend over. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Almost cut him in half. Is that the curve? 2-2. It was fast. That's why I thought it might have been a splitter, but it didn't dive as hard. That one is hit out into right field, and Jack Friends got himself a single. So with the runner on first and one out, that brings up Ryan Hart. Ryan has gone down swinging both of his plate appearances. It's no surprise since Ryan Peters has 12 strikeouts on the night. Oh, pinch hitting for Ryan Hart is number 11, Stephen Ketch. Stephen Ketch is listed as an infielder. I wonder if he's going to go out into left field or not. Here's the first pitch to Ketch. Swing and a miss, strike one. What's he hitting, do you know? He's batting 300. I wonder how many at-bats, though. Here's the 0-1 to Ketch, and that's in there for call strike two. No balls and 2 strikes on Stephen Ketch. Peters gets set and deals. Runner goes, it bounces in front, throw down to second. No, just misses. A little bit of a bobble at home by TJ, but able to get that throw just a bit late. He did make it close. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Ketch at the plate. Runner at second, 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, yeah. All right. So Ketch goes down swinging for the second out. That brings up Adrian Karen. Adrian grounded out to first and grounded out to third. First pitch in there, 4 calls, strike 1. Here's the 0-1 on Adrian. As Friend leads off second. Oh, and that one is popped up and out of play. Strike 2. Karen is finishing up his freshman year at Amherst College out in Buffalo. He's originally from Queensbury, New York, so he's probably living at home as he's playing for Glens Falls. This one's a ground ball to second. Hard play at second and makes it in time for out number 3. And there's much rejoicing. I love seeing the amount of fun these Rapids players have at this game. You got to be here to really get a good understanding of it, to feel the energy coming off of the field from these boys. They are loving what they're doing, and they're doing it with love. Coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning, Tyler Jacobson, Brandon Wilson, and Ryan Kramer all do up the 2-3-4 batters, and we'll be right back. All right, here we are. New pitcher on the mound, number 1, Anderson Cowles. Anderson is from Clifton Park, New York, goes to school at LaSalle College. At first pitch in there, called strike 1 on Tyler Jacobson. That one's up and in. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike on Tyler. Tyler is from Algonquin, Illinois, goes to Mississippi College. That pitch bounces across the plate. Ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one fooled the catcher. 3-1. Anderson Cowles gets set with the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Tyler wanted to get a home run on that one. Here's the payoff pitch. That pitch swung on. That has popped up a little blooper, and that goes right to the shortstop for out number 1. Next up, Brendan Wilson. Wilson's 1 for 3 with a single and a strikeout and a run scored and an RBI. So Wilson having a pretty good day. Another hit would make it a really good day. First pitch to Wilson, inside, ball 1. Brendan Wilson from Aurora, Illinois. He's got his own cable show out there. That pitch low and outside, ball 2. Him and his friend Garth. He goes to school at St. Peter's University. Here's the 2-0. Holds up 3-0. It stayed up. I don't think it broke down at all. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That one bounces, ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Brendan Wilson. So with the runner on first base, here comes Ryan Kramer. Ryan is 1 for 3 with 2 pop-outs, 2 RBIs, and a home run. He rocked that home run over the left field wall back in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch to Kramer. That's missed outside, I guess, ball 1. Yep, the sun is gone. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Cowles. That one's low and outside, ball 2, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, and that is sent to third, onto second for 1, relay to first in time. It's a double play, an inning-ending double play. The infamous 5-4-3 double play. They're so pretty to watch, except when they go against you. After 7 innings of play, the Rapids still lead by a score of 6-2. Coming up in the top of the 8th inning for the Glens Falls Dragons, it's their 10-1-2 batters, Cody Meyer, Nick Massarini, and Justin Gavea coming up. New pitcher on the mound is number 2, Greg Sherikow. Greg comes to us from Springfield, Massachusetts, and goes to school at American International, which is located just outside of Springfield, Massachusetts. Leading off is Cody Meyer. First pitch low, ball 1. Cody reaching his last at-bat. We're in E5. That ball got thrown away at first. That one in there, call, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, and that is sent out into right center field. Right fielder calls for it and makes the grab for out number 1. So he took it for a ride, but it was caught out there in right field by Sam Meyer. So Ryan Peters' night is done. He's got 7 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, 1 walk, 6 hits, 2 runs, neither one of them earned. What a great pitching line. He can win it. He cannot lose it. That pitch swung on and fouled out of play. Strike 1 on Nick Massarini. Masserini's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a single and a run scored. Here's the 0-1 from Greg Sherikow. Low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nick Massarini. Rapids are 5 outs away from a victory. And that one's in there. Call, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Massarini. And that one is fouled off at the plate. Uh-oh. That knocked my camera pretty good. Look, now I'm looking at the first base coach from the home plate camera. The netting moved my camera. Well, no more for that camera angle until I run down there and try to fix it. Here's the pitch swung on. That gets fouled off and out of play. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. It almost moved it so that I had a good shot at first base, but it's just a bit too far. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Greg Sherikow gets his first strikeout of the night. So with 2 outs, that brings up Justin Gavea. Justin has struck out, flied out, and reached on an error when that ball popped off the glove of Shipman. He hit an absolute rocket to center field. It's the first pitch from Sherikow. Gives a ball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Greg. Swung on, sent out right field. Meyer over there makes the grab for out number 3. So the Dragons go down 1-2-3 in the top half of the 8th inning. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th inning, it's the 5, 6, 7 batters. Chaz Crook, John Panstairs, and Peyton Shipman all due up for the Rapids. All right. New pitcher is Jay Creighton for the Dragons. First pitch to Chaz Crook is a ball. It was a 60-footer. Jay Creighton is George Creighton's brother. And that one gets rocked just over the reach of the third baseman. Into left field it goes. Chaz rounds first and slows down halfway through. He's going to stay at first base. He's got a leadoff single here in the top of the 8th inning. That'll bring up number 18, John Panstairs. It pops out. It's just a clamp. Runner's going. There's a pitch. There's a throw to second. Oh, and he got him. Absolutely. Caught stealing for the first out of the inning, Chaz Crook. Pitch was a ball. So we'll turn our attention now back to John Panstairs with a 1-0 count. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike on Panstairs. Here's the 1-1 to John Panstairs. It called strike. I don't even know what that pitch was. It looked like he flicked it. One ball, 2 strikes. Panstairs fouls that one off. We'll do the 1-2 again. One ball and 2 strikes on John Panstairs. Jay Creighton sets and deals. Holds off on that one. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one was just a bit too far outside for Panstairs to try. He's got to protect, but he doesn't have to give it away. Here's the 2-2 pitch coming from Jay Creighton. That's high. Swung and a miss. Strike out for Panstairs. It's his second strikeout of the night. Second out of the inning. With 2 outs, coming up is Peyton Shipman. Shipman's 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 singles. 1 run scored. Everybody thought he struck out last time he was up, including him. It turned into a walk. That pitch in there calls strike 1. That was the one gimme the umpire gave for us. Here's the 0-1 to Shipman. Swung on, popped up. That's going to go back and out of play. Strike 2. Thought we might catch it rolling off. I guess not. No balls and 2 strikes on Shipman. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Shipman goes down swinging. His first time not reaching first base. 1, 2, 3 go the Rapids in the 8th inning. And it's the last chance for the Glens Falls Dragons in the top of the 9th. Their final 3 outs come down to Kyle Wu, Jack Griffin, and Caden Bernardo. All right, here we are. Kyle Woo. Excuse me. First pitch low, ball one. Has popped up and out of play. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slightly out of breath from running down to fix that home plate camera and coming back. That one, ground ball to second. Throw over to first in time for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down. That brings up number 39, Jack Griffin. Jack is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Made it as far as third base one time. Here he is with 1 out in the 9th. First pitch in there, call strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Griffin. Swung on, fouled off at the plate, 0-2. It looks like Griffin changed his stance. I don't remember him standing there that spread out at the plate. Strikeout swinging twice. I don't know why you would change it in the middle of a game, but who knows. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, blooped up. Lands next to the Wahoo warehouse. We'll do the 0-2 pitch again. Greg Sherikow on the mound, ready to go. Oh. Swung on, and that is sent out to right field. Meyer on the run, slides, in and out of his glove. It's going to let Griffin go to second, and he's in there all the way. That went in and out of his glove. E9 allows Griffin to make it all the way to second. After all that, my home plate battery, the battery just died. So no more home plate camera. So with a runner on second and 1 out, here's Caden Bernardo. He's 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. First pitch swung on. That is sent out left center field. Nobody's going to get to it. It's going all the way back to the wall. 1 run scores. Bernardo is coming into second, lost his helmet along the way. It's an RBI double for Caden Bernardo as he switches places with Jack Griffin. And it is now 6-3. The Dragons cutting into that lead. But the Rapids still just 2 outs away from a victory. And in steps Christian Knight. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout, ground out, and a single. He hasn't made it past first base yet. Swings at that first pitch. It goes up, down the left field line. Left fielder going after it, not going to get there. It goes out of play. That is just a long, lazy strike. Here's the 0-1 to Christian Knight, the Dragons catcher. Sherikow gets set and deals. That one misses low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Greg Sherikow gets ready and deals. High, ball 2. Oh, really? He called it a strike. Sorry. My bad for using my own eyes. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Who am I to question the umpire? Connor Corbett, good to see you, buddy. Eric Gulseth, I don't know if you're still watching, but this is a crazy game of hockey, isn't it? A little quick meeting on the mound between the catcher and pitcher. For those insightful words that Tyler Jacobson had for Greg Sherikow. Those words could have been sponsored by you if you sponsored visits to the mound. Maybe you're a hotel. If you're going on a visit, you want to stay at your hotel here. That pitch swung on off the fist. Sherikow over to play it. Short toss to first for out number 2. Good communication between the pitcher and the first baseman. Actually, it's a good job of the pitcher doing his job. 3-4 for out number 2. So on the play, Caden Bernardo does move to third. He's doing some heads-up base running, but now with 2 outs and a runner on third, the final out of the game rests in Jack Friend's hands. First pitch is a ball. You know, I'm still not used to how long I have to wait for this umpire to call balls and strikes. He was terrible last year, too. It's 1-0 here. Here you go, Sherikow. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is a save opportunity for Greg Sherikow. That must have been inside. 2-1. I lost my home plate camera there. Sorry, the battery died. I didn't even think about needing to change that battery. That particular camera does not have the option to run off of AC power. That one swung on, popped up first base side. Brendan Wilson over, makes the catch. Ball game over, and the Rapids win. Greg Sherikow gets the save. Ryan Peters gets the win. It's his second win of the season. And with that catch, it's a Rapids win. Tonight's winning pitcher, Ryan Peters. Tonight's losing pitcher, Riley Orr. Getting the save this evening, Greg Sherikow. Congratulations to the Watertown Rapids. The next home game is this Saturday. Make sure you're here early. The game time is 5 p.m. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors' friends. There's nothing like Saturday baseball. Make sure you're here and you're here early. It's another Rapids win on their way to the championship. I am the Dan-Dalin, reminding you, don't just drive safely, but make it a great day, everyone. All right, thank you all for watching. I do appreciate you all being out there. I hope you've enjoyed this game as much as I've enjoyed calling it. It is a 6-3 victory for the Rapids. As you heard me say, Ryan Peters gets the win. Greg Sherikow gets the save. Riley Orr has the loss as he gave up 4 runs in that big breakout third inning for the Rapids. From Toyota Field, I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for a good day, make it a great day, everyone.